Hello, good morning. Welcome to your Friday yoga class. Classes are meant to be held for a couple of minutes. So if you're feeling like you want to get ready for a good morning, thank you for joining. I was just saying that if you feel like you want to get going and do a really intense workout, feel free to join some of my other videos before doing this one. But today's class is just going to be easy and relaxing. So if you're ready, then come on in. All you're going to need today is your yoga mat, some space. And at the end of class, I'll be showing you a type of trigger point to do on your shoulder. And so if you do have a tennis ball, please grab that as well. All right. So again, tennis ball mat, and thank you for joining me on Friday's class. Before we begin, I'd like to read something out of a book. I'd like to pull forward. It's a book called Inward by Young Pueblo. And one of the pages here is something, it says something that really relates to me and resonates. So I hope this resonates with you as well. The mind is a series of patterns. If we wish to change ourselves, we should create new habits. When we build new habits, we're creating a new life. And that's it. That's all it says. So one more time, the mind is a series of patterns. If we wish to change ourselves, we should create new habits. When we build new habits, we're creating a new life. And that's what we're doing here today. So thank you for joining me. Let's get started. You're going to find yourself in a nice upright position. Your legs are crossed if that's comfortable for you. You're going to lengthen your spine, bring your shoulders back. Good. Feel free to close your eyes here. Tune into your body. Notice how it feels now at the start of class. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. Inhale again a little bit deeper. And exhale, release. One more time, big breath in and out. Good. With both arms, reach them above your head as you inhale. Bring your hands to your chest, namaste hands. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, bring your arms to your sides. Again, inhale, reach up, look up. Palms together, namaste hands down to your heart. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, arms down. One more time, reaching high, inhale. Namaste, hands to your heart. We're going to stay here. Take a deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. If you have an intention for today's class, please set it now. If you'd like my intention for you today, that is to start creating new habits that become healthy and good for you. Let's all take a deep breath in and release it. For the rest of this class, please keep your inhales and your exhales through your nose, sealing your lips, making a ujjayi breath. When you do ujjayi breath, your exhales sound as if you're fogging up a mirror right in front of your face. They should be audible and loud and create heat from the inside out. Let's practice here and now, bringing your hands to your knees. A couple ujjayi breaths in. So you may be able to hear me. My exhales are nice and audible. I'm contracting my abdominal muscles with the exhale. One more time. Good. Keep those ujjayi breaths going, and let's move our arms. Drop your arms down to your sides. With your right arm first, reach up and over, side body stretch. Inhale. Back to center. Left side, reach and stretch. And return. Right side. And center. Left side. And center. One more time on each side. Maybe deepen the stretch. Maybe come down onto your forearm. Long, deep stretch here. Good. Back to center. Good. And right side. Reach and stretch. And return. Good. And now we'll be doing, we're going to come to our hands and our knees for tabletop position. Good. So when you're here, shoulders are above your wrists, hips are above your knees, and your knees are hip width apart. Good. Let's circle the hips a couple of times in each direction. Good. And reverse. Remember to breathe those ujjayi breaths that I taught you. Good. Back to center. We're going to send the hips back for a mini child's pose. And then back to tabletop. Easy moves back and forth. Back and forth. See if you can connect your breath to your movement. So inhale, send the hips back. Exhale, table. Inhale, child's pose. Exhale, table. One more time, child's pose. And tabletop. Good. Getting into our first long hold. You're going to send your hips back for child's pose. Good. Option to tuck your toes if you want to stretch in the bottoms of your feet and your Achilles, or to untuck your toes and letting your toes touch. Either way, you want your knees spread wide. And you want to stretch your arms in front of you. Good. See if you can bring your forehead to the mat and stay still for 10 slow and deep breaths. Take one more breath in and breath out. Good. Slowly come back to your hands and your knees. Good. Next thing we'll do is called a puppy dog pose. So, a couple of options here. You can bring your chin to your mat or your forehead to your mat, depending on your flexibility. Forehead is easier, chin is harder. Okay, and remember, whichever pose you choose, you want to maintain smooth breaths, ujjayi breaths like I taught you, inhales and exhales through the nose. Let's try it for 10 deep breaths. Take one more breath in. Exhale it out. Slowly make your way back up to tabletop. All right, with that one, you should have felt a nice stretch in your arms, your chest, maybe your back and your neck. Good. No pain with this, you guys. So if you're feeling any joint pain, maybe you're pushing past your tolerance a little bit. So everything should be feeling good and relaxed and stretching. No joint pain, no sharp or shooting pains, okay? I want to make you feel good. All right. So the next thing we're going to do is called the passive child's pose. Very similar to our first move, but you're going to keep the knees together. So your knees are over the mat. And if your forehead's on the mat, you can bring your arms down to your sides like so. Okay? So you're curled up into a small ball. Let's take 10 slow Ujjayi breaths here. Take one more breath in and breath out. Good. And slowly come back up onto your hands and your knees. Good. All right. So back to tabletop position we go. Onto all fours. We're going to do cat and cow. With your next inhale, you're going to lift your chin, look up. With your exhale, tuck your chin, look through the legs, and round your spine. Inhale, lifting the chin. Exhale, squeeze the belly muscles tight. Inhale for that nice stretch. And curl in. Inhale for cow pose. Exhale for cat pose. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round down. One more time, lift high. And curl in. Good. Back to neutral spine here. From here, you guys, you're going to drop your hips to one side, have a seat. And we're going to bring right leg in front, left leg behind. Okay. So I'm going to teach you a couple of different ways to get into pigeon pose. Pigeon helps stretch the hips and the low back. But I'm going to show you a couple modifications if perhaps you have had knee surgery or have knee pain. I'll show you kind of a beginner way to get into it, and then I'll move on to the advanced version. So my right foot is at the top of my left thigh. That's your beginning position. You may just want to stay here if you're just starting out, and you're going to turn your upper half forward. So you're going to fold over that right knee, maybe your hands, or maybe your forearms come down to your mat. Okay? Now this could be enough for you today, and you can stay here. Okay? If you want a little bit more, you're going to extend that left leg straight, and you're going to start to move that foot, that right foot, more into a 45-degree position. Okay, same thing. You can fold over that right knee. See if you can bring your forearms down to your mat. Okay. And then for those advanced yogis or for those flexible people out there, you're going to want to square your hips completely with the mat. So now the top of the leg, your left leg, is in contact with the ground. Your hips are square, pointing down to the mat. Your right leg is at a 45-degree angle or more. And then if you can, coming down onto your forearms, finding a comfortable position that you feel a nice deep stretch. Okay. If you'd like, you can rest your forehead down on the mat or keep it up in space comfortably. Let's stay here for 10 Ujjayi breaths. Take one more breath in and out. Slowly press up into your hands. Good. Now, if you want to stretch your quads, you're going to plant your right hand down into the mat. Start bending that left knee or kicking it a little bit back and forth. And if you're feeling like you want to try it, go ahead and grab for that left foot. Good. And then pull your feet towards your body. Good. This is a great setup for mermaid pose, which enables you to bring your foot to your inner elbow, find stability. Maybe take that right hand off of the mat. Maybe reach it up and over and find a bind. Good. Wherever you are is totally fine. Every day we're working harder to increase our flexibility. So if you didn't get there today, that's okay. All right, before we switch sides, let's bring that left foot in front of us. Keep that right knee bent. Bring your right foot to your inner thigh. Good. Square your hips with the extended leg. Good. On your next inhale, reach above your head. Exhale, forward fold, reach for the left foot. Now, if you want, you can add a little bit of a rocking motion. This helps warm up the muscles. Just a little movement back and forth helps lengthen. And also your breathing of Ujjayi breaths, inhales and exhales through the nose, making that Darth Vader sound for your exhale. Actually helps bring heat to your muscles and helps them stretch as well. Let's be here for 10 Ujjayi breaths. Remember, the goal here is not to bring your chest towards your thigh, but your belly button towards your thigh instead. Trying to keep that chest lifted, spine nice and long. Take one more breath in. Exhale, slowly return back to center. Good. Keep the right knee bent. Let's join with the left leg. So the bottoms of your feet touch. Here we are in butterfly. Good. You can move the legs a little bit up and down. Good. And from here, keep a hold of your ankles. Let's do it a few times. So inhale, upright. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come up. This time, fold forward. Stay here. Option to walk your hands in front of you as far as they can stretch. Maybe your hands touch the ground. Maybe your forearms touch as well. We'll be here for 10 Ujjayi breaths. Good. Take one more breath in. And exhale it out. Good. Slowly make your way back up to a seated position. Okay. And from here, we're going to now work on our left leg for pigeon pose. So here's what you do. Left foot is at the top of your right thigh now. Right leg is behind you. Good. Again, if you're a beginner, all you want to do is simply fold over that left leg like so. You may feel enough of a stretch here and hold it. If you want a little bit more, you're going to extend the leg straight and again, fold over the left leg. And if you want to go fully into the pose, you want to square your hips with the mat so your hips are pointing down. Good. You can untuck your right foot so the top of the foot is against the ground. Good. And if you're upright and if that feels good, you could stay here for the next 10 breaths or you can come all the way down. Your choice. 10 breaths begin now. Take one more breath in and breath out. Slowly press up. Good. Before you move on, just take note of how this side may have felt different than the other. Just bring awareness, no judgment here. Okay? If you want to stretch your quads, you can start kicking that back leg a little bit back and forth. Maybe you reach back with the right arm to grab the foot. Maybe that's as far as you get today. If you're wanting a little bit more, try poking your foot into your inner elbow like so. I'll tell you right now, this move right here took me months to achieve. So if you're not getting there today, please don't get down on yourself. And if you'd like to try to balance, bring your left arm up. Ooh. Doesn't always work out. Good. See if you can try. Good. And then maybe go for the bind. And if you're in the bind, hold for 5 breaths. Beautiful, mermaids. All right, let's release that leg. Ooh, feels so good. Now keep that left knee bent. Just turn your whole body. So now you're facing towards the extended right leg. Your left foot is in the inner thigh. Okay? With your next inhale, reach above your head. With your exhale, forward fold. Good. Again, a little bit of movement is okay for the muscles. Just remember those ujjayi breaths, inhales and exhales through the nose. And once you've settled in, stay here for 10 breaths. So at first, you'll feel really tight in the hamstrings. But if you notice, towards the end of the 10 breaths, you're going to start to be able to reach a little bit more and won't feel as tight. Imagine if we stayed here for 100 breaths. I won't make you do it today, but just imagine how much further you could actually stretch if you stayed here for 100 breaths. You know, when I did my teacher training in India, they made us do that. And oh boy, I can't reach further. So remember, time is really what helps you achieve your goals. Let's take one more breath in. Exhale it out. Find your way back up. Good. We're going to bring that right foot in to meet the bottom of the feet. Here we are again, butterfly. Good. Flap the wings of the butterfly. And if you just logged on, thanks for joining me today. We're doing a Yin Yoga class on the mat, nice and easy Friday. Good. Let's take an inhale. Forward fold with the exhale. We're going to stay here. Option to press down the inner thighs with your elbows, or just to crawl your hands in front of you as far as you can. Good. 10 deep breaths here. And notice maybe if you can stretch a little further than when you did this last time. Good. Take one more breath in. Exhale your way back to an upright position. Good. From here, you guys, we're going to go into the move called Parasarita. You're going to extend both legs wide. Good. Make sure your toes are pointing up towards the sky. Good. One more time, we're going to bring our hands to the mat. Take an inhale. Forward fold on the exhale and walk your hands out slowly. Get as far as you can with those hands. Take 5 breaths. One more breath. And with your exhale, walk your hands back to center. Okay, let's do that one more time. Maybe you can walk your hands out a little bit further. Okay, breathe in, long spine. And exhale, walk the hands forward again. Remember those Ujjayi breaths, inhales, exhales through the nose. Once you're as far as you can get, 5 deep breaths here. Good. Slowly walk your hands back to center. All right. Wonderful, you guys. We've been doing a lot of hip work. Okay. Now it's time to work on the shoulders. And I think all of us could use a little bit help there. So go ahead and fold your feet, cross-legged position. Good. Let's bring hands to knees, and we're just going to circle the upper body a few times in each direction. Continuing to breathe. Good. And reverse direction, go the other way. Good. Back to center. With your next inhale, arms come wide. Exhale, big hug, tuck your chin, round your spine. Inhale, open the arms up. Exhale, another big hug. Inhale again, one more time. Squeeze the shoulders. And hug in. Good. Release your arms down to your sides. Good. From here, hands to shoulders. We're going to circle both arms back, big circles with the elbows. Good. Make sure you're breathing. Good. Come back. Stay here. Good. Keep the shoulders squeezed. Release the hands and interlace your fingers behind your back. Good. If you're interlacing your fingers, see if you can bring your palms together to touch. Good. Now this may be enough for you, or if you want a little bit more, you can fold forward and punch your hands up towards the sky. Good. Slowly release. That should have felt nice. All right. All right, you guys. So if you have a tennis ball, right now is the time to get it. If you don't have a tennis ball, then a lacrosse ball will do, maybe a golf ball. If you have a really hard apple that you're not wanting to eat, ideally a tennis ball is the best because it has enough cushion for your muscles to kind of blend into. So if you don't have it today, that's okay. Just keep watching, learn, and maybe get it for next class. All right? So with your tennis ball, we're going to work on releasing trigger points in the shoulders and the upper neck. And I know everyone out there is probably working overtime on the computers and on cell phones nowadays. So this is good for anyone to do. Okay? You're going to take that ball. You're going to find the spot between your spine and your shoulder blade of the right side. So your spine is in the middle, shoulder blade is on the right. You want to find a spot right between. Okay. Hold it there. Okay, and slowly lower down onto your backs. Good. So the ball should be close to where maybe you have some tension. Okay. Instead of moving the ball, I want you to move your body over the ball and position it right where you would tell someone to massage. Okay? So you want to find a little knot or a tender spot to work on. Okay? Remember, you want to bring the ball over muscle and not over bone. Once you have your ball in the correct position, relax your head and your arms down. Stay here for a couple of breaths and just let gravity take over. Good. All right, and now we're going to do some movements with the arm, with the right arm. So let's bring both arms down towards your side. Right arm is going to reach up with your next inhale. Your palm faces towards your center. And as you exhale, lower the right arm down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, reach a little bit further. See if you can touch the ground above your head. This is a good test of shoulder flexibility here. And come down. One more time, reaching as far as you can. And down. Good. Now you're going to bring your arms straight up towards the ceiling. So your fingertips are pointing up towards the sky. From here, you're going to bend at the elbow, reach your fingertips towards your left shoulder or past the left shoulder. Good. You're going to open your arm out to the side. Maybe your elbow touches the mat, maybe it doesn't. Take a breath in. As you exhale, reach across the body. Inhale, open the arm. Exhale, reach across. Inhale, open the arm. Exhale, reach across. Inhale, open. Exhale, reach across. Good. So I'm only doing about 5 repetitions, but when you're doing this on your own, do at least 5. Do between 5 and 10. Okay? Next thing you'll do, straighten your arm, fingertips up towards the ceiling. Good. And we're going to start to make small circles as if we're drawing circles on the ceiling. Good. Start with small ones and make sure you're not moving the wrist, you're moving the shoulder joint. Good. Keep breathing. Now make bigger circles. And as big as you can, 5 big circles in each direction. And reverse. Good. Once you've done 5 circles in each direction, if you want one last final push into that one spot, you can try lifting your hips up off of your mat, coming into a little bridge pose. And if it feels okay, gently rock up and down on that ball. Now this could be really intense for some of you, so you may not be ready to try that out yet today. And for others, this may feel really, really good. So I just want to give everyone options here. Good. Let's lower the hips down. You're going to turn onto your left side, coming into fetal position, and gently press up to a seat. Good. So check in with the shoulder. Do some shoulder rolls. Make sure it's feeling good, feeling right. Maybe you're a little bit looser now. That's the whole point here. All right. And so next thing we'll do is switch and do the same thing on the left side. Grab that tennis ball. Find the spot between your spine and your shoulder blade. For me, it's right about here. You're going to hold it there. You're going to gently lower down one vertebrae at a time until you're on the ball. Remember, you want this over muscle, not bone. And most people keep it too high up into the shoulder, into the upper neck, and then it ends up slipping out. So make sure you bring it down a little bit lower. Think if you're, you know your anatomy, think upper to mid trap region. Okay? All right, when you're ready, relax the head down. Good. Bring both arms to your sides. Stay here for the first couple breaths, just let gravity take over. And with your next inhale, let's reach that left arm up. Remember, palm faces in. Exhale, bring it down. Inhale, reach above the head, a little bit more. Exhale, come down. Inhale, reach high, stretching. Exhale, come down. This time, reach as far as you can. Reach, reach, reach. Good, and come down. So notice if that side felt different than the other, or if you could reach just the same. Okay. Let's bring the arm up, fingertips facing towards the ceiling. Breathe in. Exhale, left hand towards the right shoulder. Inhale, open the arm out to the side as far as you can go. Exhale, cross the body. Inhale, open up. Exhale, cross. Inhale, open the arm. And cross. One more time, arm comes wide. And across. Good. All right, now straighten the arm, fingertips reaching up towards the sky. Start with those small circles within the shoulder joint. Make them bigger. And now 5 big circles in each direction. And once you're done with that, if you want that extra little push, go ahead and lift your hips. Notice how much more intense this gets. So you're going to be here for 5 breaths. Maybe introduce a little bit of movement up and down, just an inch or 2. And release. Good. Roll onto your right side and press yourself up into a seat. All right, so I hope you guys are feeling good. That's our trigger point for today. And my goal is to be introducing new trigger points every Friday to you guys. Maybe next week we'll do something in the lower body. If you have a request, please let me know. You can write it in the suggestions box. Okay, for now, let's finish our class for today. Sitting upright, you're going to reach your right arm across to your left shoulder. You're going to press the elbow back, stretch it out. Good, release. Bring the right arm up above the head, tricep stretch. And release. Let's do the left side. Left arm reaches across, press, hold, and breathe. Good, release, reach up and back, tricep stretch. Good, release the arms down to your sides. Good, just like we did at the start of class, bring your arms down with your right arm first, reach up and over, inhale. Back to center, exhale. Left side, inhale, stretch. And return. A little bit deeper now, right arm reaches. Back to center. Left arm. And center. One more time on each side as far as you can, folks. With both arms, reach them above your head. Namaste, hands. Stay here, breathe in. Open mouth, exhale it out. Close your eyes. Check in from head to toe. Notice how your body feels now compared to the start of the class. Maybe your shoulders are a little bit more relaxed. Maybe your hips are as well. Take a deep breath in again. Exhale it out. And to finish our class, the reading for today, once again, is this. The mind is a series of patterns. If we wish to change ourselves, we should create new habits, because when we build new habits, we are creating a new life. So thank you for joining me in creating new habits to help you become healthier. Namaste. And see you next time.